tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Stay tuned. Your broadcast is about to begin.
Live from Mingo Stadium here at Hill School. We good, Dan?
Hello, test.
Test. What's the name of the stadium? John Moose. I was right? Okay. Live from John Moose Stadium in Mingo, along with Dan Vogel and Timmy Provenzano. This is Jim DiCarlo in a jam-packed crowd for St. Clairsville High School baseball against Indian Creek. One of the Summer League high school games, many that they play during the week, normally one or two games during the week, talking to the coaches down there. Coaching for St. Clairsville is head coach Tommy Sleva, and coaching for the Creeksters is Ken Feast and Nate Gump. So, Timmy, you've been some of the Creek games. I don't know if you recognize some of these names. There are probably a lot of JV guys that are moving up with a graduation. A little bit about Creek or St. Clairsville.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, they actually around my son's age are getting, well, my son's a little bit younger than them, but he's played with them, so a lot of familiar names here. Both these teams had great high school seasons as far as I'm concerned. St. Clairsville, I think we did the PBR tournament over there. They were, I think they had only lost one game at the time, but just in two storied programs here, and it looks like you said, I think they're getting their younger kids a chance to get out on the field here, and that's what good programs do.
St. Clairsville's had a good program, as has Creek, and ironically, these two matched up in the OVAC championship game with St. Clairsville coming on top. And like you said, both teams had really outstanding years. I believe Creek lost a tough one in the sectional, and St. Clairsville, I think, made it to the district, but both had outstanding records with a lot of big wins, very successful in the OVAC. So we're excited to do this game today here, and I'll go down the St. C lineup, and you can then do the Indian Creek lineup, okay? So starting for St. C at second base is sophomore Ryan Mallett. Batting in the second spot, center fielder Noah Turley. He'll be a junior next year. Mickey Balgo will also be a junior. He'll be on the bump pitching, and again batting third. In the cleanup hole, Ryan Ivy, the shortstop, will be a junior at St. C. Caleb Keenan is the third baseman. He'll be a senior. Levi Shunk is a sophomore. He'll do the catching tonight. Devin Holden, the first baseman, is a sophomore, batting in the seventh spot. Giovanni Holler is a sophomore, batting eighth, playing right field. And batting ninth is Josh Beard, a sophomore, playing in left field. Tommy did tell me before the game he has a lot of kids who play travel ball, and a lot of them aren't here tonight. So St. Clairsville, as is Creek, with no substitutes. How about the Creek lineup, Timmy?
It looks like Aiden Howard is going to be on the mound today. He's a junior. Batting second is Lee Gump, a sophomore. Batting third is Silas Hyde. He'll be playing first base. Batting fourth is Trey Feast. He'll be catching. Batting fifth is James Brothers. He's a freshman. Batting sixth is Stan Amos. He's a junior. Batting seventh is Mason Lester, junior. And batting eighth is Eliza Bright. He's a sophomore. And batting ninth is Evan McGrew, another sophomore. And you know, Coach, you're 100% right. You know, a lot of these travel baseball is kind of taking a stand with a lot of things, but you know, it's good that they have this to go to. You know, if you don't want to go and play travel baseball, and that's why, you know, baseball has gotten very good in the Valley lately.
Sure has, as Harrison, who didn't even make it to the championship game in the OVAC, and we want to congratulate them, state runner-up last week. And they had a good year. I think, if I recollect, Creek beat Cambridge, and St. Clairsville beat Harrison in the semifinals of the OVAC. I do want to talk about, before this game gets started, next Friday we'll be doing a Rumble on the River girls softball. We have 3 games on Friday and possibly 3 on Saturday. The Friday games will be at Wellsburg, and it will be featuring the River Dogs down from the Martins Ferry area, and also Joe Birmingham's Fallensby team called the Ohio Valley Elite has some players from Steubenville, Brook, and a Ferry girls on that team too. So we're excited to be doing those games at 11, 12:30, and 2 next Friday. Don't have the times for the Saturday games. The Saturday games will be at Bellevue, and these will be 14 and under and possibly 16 and under players playing next week. So we're real excited to do tournament games, which brings a lot of excitement. That tournament, Timmy, has 63 teams from, I believe, 8 and under all the way up to 18 and under, and they'll be playing at Kings Creek and Weirton, Burgettstown, Wellsburg, Jim Woods Field, and Bellevue. That's how big it's become. So looking forward to that next Friday. And along the way in the summer, we'll be doing more high school games. And I see our buddy Joe Bonoski showing up behind home plate. And Creek is going to take the field. So, Dan, we're going to take a quick break and come back?
Sure.
Okay. All right, I need to write this out.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890. Trying to find a local family-owned pharmacy that doesn't treat you like a number, they treat you like, well, you. Visit Hood's Pharmacy. Find them at 971 Main Street in Fallensby. Hood's Pharmacy is family-owned for over 50 years. All insurance plans are accepted, and they have COVID-19 testing and vaccinations available, so no worries there. Hood's Pharmacy features Sarah's Candy, plus a wide selection of greeting cards. Get the friendly hometown service you deserve when you visit Hood's Pharmacy in Fallensby. Come visit the friendly pharmacist and staff at Hood's Pharmacy today, a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Josephine's Authentic Italian Food is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. You can carry out or have it delivered. Do you have an event that needs catered? Well, give Josephine's a call today, 740-282-1599. Josephine's has an extensive menu. Look them up on Facebook or call them now. 740-282-1599. Josephine's Authentic Italian Food.
We're back at Indian Creek, and it looks like the game's starting here, Coach. Aiden Howard on the mound, junior lefty. Looks like he's got a nice three-quarter slot coming out.
Ryan Mallett is up for St. Clairsville, leading off, the second baseman. At ball one. And a pitch on the way is ball two. Defensively for the Creeksters, James Brothers at third, Stan Amos at short, Elijah Bright at second, Silas Hyde over at first. Howard and Feast is the battery. 2-0 pitch inside. I must have missed the first pitch as I was writing things down, so that's ball four. So Ryan Mallett is on with a 4-pitch walk. Now batting is Noah Turley, the center fielder, batting second. He'll be a junior next year at St. Clairsville. Creek's outfield has Lee Gump, Mason Lester, and Evan McGrew. Stretch. Here he goes. Pitch is taken. Strike. Throw to second. Going to be late. And we got a stolen base for Ryan Mallett. So Mallett at second. Nobody out. Howard pretty deliberate on the mound, but kind of a high leg kick there.
Yeah, anytime you got that high leg kick, you can get a pretty good jump, and they did.
1 strike on Turley. 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. Tommy Sleva coaching down at third, and he'll have some players. His JV coach, as he said, were not able to make it tonight, coaching at first. 1-1 pitch. Just missed. 2-1. We don't have any scoreboard or announcers, so you got to keep me straight here, Timmy, on the count. Bino doesn't always give the count on the pitches, so I like those umpires that put the count up for us. 2-1 pitch. Just outside. 3-1.
He's got a lot of run. Typical lefty. He's got a lot of run on his fastball.
Little Scroogey effect, huh?
Mm-hmm.
3-1 pitch on the way. Just nicked the corner. Full count. Yep, Joe Benoski coaching all the bases, or umpiring all the bases. He's by himself, so that's a tough chore in baseball. Stretch, full count pitch. Outside. So first two up, first two on by walks. Now batting, the pitcher, Mickey Balgo. He's going to be a junior. That's a name I've heard before, unless it's an older brother down there at St. Clairsville. Batting third with 2 on, nobody out. We're just started, top of the first inning. Stretch, he's going to third, and a little bit late, stolen base. So again, that high leg kick kind of hurt him. 2 stolen bases for Mallett in the inning. Puts runners at second and third with nobody out here. Infield staying back, Timmy, giving up the run for an out. And way outside.
You know, I used to tell the kids, and especially in the summer, to always take advantage of you're going to do some things in these games that you're not going to do in a regular season, and it's them stealing bases there. It was something really good. It's a good coaching point.
Pitch is outside again. So we think the count's 2-1. I was watching the steal. I thought the first pitch was a strike. Just starting. Stretch. And the 2-1 pitch right there down the middle. 2-2. First baseman way behind first base. Third baseman way behind third base. So they're definitely going to score on ground contact. Nice jump over there. Third. And just missed, or outside. Bases loaded now on 3 walks. Now coming to bat, Ryan Ivy, the shortstop, will be a junior at St. Clairsville. So bases loaded. First baseman and third baseman are now creeped in to get a force at home plate. Short and second are playing up 2 in the middle of the diamond. So Timmy, would you wind up here or would you stay in the stretch?
I'm a big component of staying in the stretch. Anytime you go from the windup, you're giving that runner at second base and first base a pretty good jump on a single to score, especially the second baseman. So
I would just say maybe his command, and I'm not saying it is any better, but right now he doesn't have command. He's at 3 straight walks. That's all. That's ball 1. And way outside again, ball 2. So I might try something different, just for that reason.
Yeah, a lot of kids, they're more comfortable in the windup. You're exactly right.
So Ryan Ivy with a hitter's count, 2-0. Stretch by Aiden. And a swing and a miss. 2-1. We're a little bit spoiled, huh, Timmy? We're used to hundreds of people at ball games with OVACs and
this
state
is
tournaments.
a little quiet.
2-1 pitch is fouled back. 2-2. Ryan Ivy. So again for Creek, you got Gump, Lester, and McGrew in the outfield. Brothers Amos, Bright, and Hyde in the infield. Howard and Feast as the battery. Look in by Aiden. Stretch, 2-2 on the way. And pop up, foul. I think there's room. He's there, and he caught it. That was Silas Hyde. So a much needed out for Indian Creek as Ryan Ivy pops out to the first baseman. Now batting is Caleb Keenan, the third baseman. He'll be a senior at St. Clairsville.
Yeah, most high school fields, you don't have that much room on the first base and third base side. That's one of the pluses on this field.
When me and Dan came, we thought that infield grass was awful high. Stretch, and the pitch on the way is a little bit upstairs, 1-0. I'm sure some of these guys have not played together. You got some mixture of varsity possibly with JVs. You got a freshman playing that was an 8th grader. The 1-0 pitch is a fly ball to right. That's going to score a run. And it's caught out there by McGrew. Into the plate easily will come Ryan Mallett on a sac fly by Caleb Keenan. So F9 sac fly ribby for Keenan, scoring Mallett from third base, and the runner from second moved up. Runner from first, Mickey Balgo, had to stay there. So first and third, 1 out, 1-0. St. Clairsville, top of the first with Levi Shunk, the catcher.
Well, I tell you what, Aiden's done a good job of getting 2 outs in that situation after walking, the bases loaded.
Now, if he goes, are you giving him the base here, Coach, or are you taking a shot to throw?
Summer ball, I might take a shot down.
He's
early
going
in the game.
Outside, threw back to the pitcher.
Yep.
Again, kind of a high leg kick. He had a really good jump, so it was a good move not to throw to second base. So Balgo swipes second. Stretch in the pitch, and there's a shot to the gap, and it's going to be trouble. Into the gap, all the way toward the fence. 2 runs are going to score, and Shunk's on his way to second with a stand-up double. So a 2-run double, so those walks do come back to really hurt Creek that inning. By Levi Shunk, giving St. Clairsville the 3-0 lead.
It was a good piece of hitting. He took that pitch right where it was thrown, hit it into the gap.
Now up is Devin Holden, the first baseman. Good-sized kid. Going to be a sophomore next year. Lefty on lefty. Shunk with a nice lead at second. There goes back, pick off, close but safe. If Bino doesn't get it, we'll make the call up
We'll
here.
make the
Okay?
call for him. I
Okay,
agree.
okay.
That's a lonely place being down there by yourself.
All right. Stretching the pitch is way inside, over his head. 1-0. Yeah, what you want, nobody gets a lot out of it if pitchers have trouble with command. So you just want your pitcher to throw strikes, let him put it in play, and if they get some hits along the way, fine. 1-0, nice pitch. I see Holden bailing out with his eyes and head, so if it's me, I'm going away on these next two pitches.
You know, one thing that a lot of these young kids really want to try to do a lot of the time is strike everybody out. And you know, the point you just made of just throw strikes, just pitch to contact, you know, and let the ball play, let it play out.
Nice curve on the outside corner, 1-2. 2 outs, runner at second, 3-0 St. Clairsville. Stretching the pitch, way outside. Nice stop by Feast back there.
You know, Coach, my high school coach used to say all the time, he'd say, you know, pitch to contact, and he said, watch a team take BP before the game and say, how many baseballs are going out of the park? And you're throwing it right down the middle of the plate, you know, and it makes sense.
And swing and a miss on the outside corner. So 3 runs that inning on only 1 hit. The walks came back to hurt Ayden, and after a half inning, 3-0 St. Clairsville. And we'll be back.
That undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
The Isla Law Office, with 25 plus years of experience, specializes in bankruptcy and domestic relation cases. They're hands-on. They're very thorough and focused on your needs, and they're licensed in Ohio and West Virginia. If you need expert legal assistance, look up Isla Law Offices at islalawoffices.com. Thanks, Isla Law, for being a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
We're back at the bottom of the first.
You want to go for the Creek lineup, Tim?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Ayden Howard's going to be leading off. Lee Gump will be batting second, and Silas Hyde will be batting third this inning. Got a tall pitcher out there.
Balgo. Mickey Balgo.
Mickey Balgo.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to excuse us here watching or listening to the game. Got some of the players for Creek that don't have a number. Now, St. Clairsville's do, but and they're going to be moving people around. So we hope we get the right defense. It might be musical chairs here on and off, but we think we will have that right defense at least the first inning, and then from there we're not sure if we know the changes because they have 9 players. Beard is in left, Turley's in center, Holler's in right, Caleb Keenan down at third, Ivy at short, Mallet at second, Holden at first, Balgo and Shunk are the battery, and Ayden Howard leading off. 3-0, bottom of 1, and that goes back to the backstop, ball 1. Looks like a big kid out there, huh, Timmy?
Yeah, he's a junior, so I'm sure he probably pitched some varsity this year.
Nice specimen, yep. Wind up, pitch is fouled out of play.
He's got good arm action, too.
He's got some levers, huh?
Yeah.
Again, we're at John Moose Stadium in Mingo Junction. And it's high school softball, St. Clairsville at Indian Creek. Pitch is a little bit low, 2-1. Aiden Howard bats left just as he throws left-handed. Looks like he has good wheels. That's probably why he's in the leadoff spot. 2-1 pitch on the way and fouled right behind us. 2-2 on Howard. Outfield shallow and left, a little deeper and right. Pitch is a little high, full count. I'm sure every mound's just a little different. Some of the kids probably play on AstroTurf with games too. And the full count pitch is down the middle, fouled straight back.
Yeah, it's been a problem with over the years. It's, you know, you go some places you got a flat mound, you go other places you're elevated. And
full count pitch on the way, low, and as St. Clairsville did, Creek leads it off with a leadoff walk. Now batting is sophomore Lee Gump, the left fielder. So bottom of 1, 3-0 St. Clairsville. Creek with a runner at first, nobody out. So what do you think here, Timmy? You going to see Aiden going, or
I think so. I keep saying it's summer, and then
take
coaches,
chances,
yeah,
right?
coaches want to see what these kids can do, and it looks like, yeah, I think you're right. He has some wheels. It looks like so. He's got the coach tying his shoe right now.
You know why? Because he's got his 2 batting gloves on. He couldn't get it tied. You don't see that too often in baseball, where coach goes over to tie the shoe. So now Balgo is in the stretch, and swing and a miss by Lee Gump. Coaching the bases was Ken Feast at third. I'm going to say one of my favorite students at Indian Creek when I taught there. And Nate Gump over at first.
Good pitch.
Strike, but a pass ball gets away, and Aiden takes second and doesn't have to steal it. So we got a pass ball there and a strike to Lee Gump. 1-1. Stretch by Mickey Balgo. Swing and a miss. Oh, maybe it was 0-2. I might have missed it. So that's a K for Gump. Again, we don't have any scoreboard, and if I write something down, I may miss a pitch, so keep me straight. Silas Hyde now up, the first baseman, a sophomore. So Balgo with the first strikeout of the game. Pitch, strike right on the corner. That had a little pop.
Yeah, he's got a lot of run on his fastball as well. Tails away from lefties.
Stretch and pitch way outside. Nice job by the catcher, Shunk. One pitch. Just missed. 2-1. I think Balgo wanted that call.
He's working corners pretty well. He worked the outside and it just came back inside.
2-1 pitch. Outside. 3-1. Comes the stretch and the pitch. Right on the inside corner. Full count. Both coaches told me they were going to have different pitchers pitch in the game, so I don't know how many innings they'll give them each. Be 3 pitchers for Creek and at least 2 for St. Clairsville. The full count is a swing and a miss. So 2 strikeouts now in a row for Balgo, and now up is the catcher, Trey Feast. He'll be a sophomore next year. Catcher looking into Sleva, who's giving the pitches. Calling the pitches way outside. 1-0. Creek looking to to get on the board, down 3-0, bottom of 1. Stretch by Balgo. Down low again, 2-0. Got Howard at second on a walk and a pass ball, followed by a couple strikeouts. 2-0 pitch on the way. Must be a little bit low, 3-0. Joe Benoski behind the plate. Good guy. Does a lot of games between softball, baseball, volleyball.
I'm sure he'll be working next weekend, no doubt.
And ball 4. So second walk of the inning. Creek has 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. They haven't put the ball in play yet. James Brothers, only going to be a freshman next year, batting here, the third baseman. Good sized kid for a freshman. Comes the stretch and the pitch. Oh, look out! Almost got him in the noggin there.
Let's pull his bat down with it. He almost hit the bat too.
Yep, good point. 1-0 pitch, up high again, 2-0. So both pitchers having a little bit of control problem here in the first. 2-0 pitch, fouled straight back, right where our microphone was.
Right there.
It's all right. Dan Vogel's rich. He can replace him. 2-1 pitch on the way up and in. Tough on fielders, right, Timmy? When you get a lot of balls thrown, you get
It's
a little bit out there on your you're not on your toes. You're flat-footed. All right, full count. We're going to get them in motion here. They should be stealing on the pitch. 2 outs, everything in motion. Stretch by Mickey Balgo. Look back to second. Here comes the pitch. Too high. So we got 3 walks in this inning. So just like Howard last inning, Balgo has walked 3, but yet to give up a hit. Now batting, Stan Amos, the shortstop. He's a junior. No, he's a junior. Did he have a brother playing this year too? I don't know. Or maybe
I believe he did.
Okay. Wind up and pitch is a strike. So he went back to the wind up like we talked about in the first inning to get his command. Even though the second base runner has a big lead, you know, you don't want to keep walking him. 0-1 pitch. Ooh, what a nice curveball there, huh? Off speed, right on the inside corner. That's that backdoor curveball. 0-2. So runner should be going on a swing. Any swing, you're forced to go. 0-2 pitch, wild pitch. Here comes Howard, and it's going to be 3-1. So we got a wild pitch. That's how Aiden Howard scores. Other runners move up. Feast to the third and Brothers to second.
Yeah, you always worry about calling off speed pitches with runner on third base. Sometimes it spike one and things like that can happen.
2-2. To Stan Amos. Stretch and pitch is way high. Full count. Comes the payoff. Uh-oh. Nice shot to left. It could be over his head. And it is. And 2 runs are going to score. And Amos is going to tie the game up with a stand-up double. Didn't look like to me he saw that ball right away.
He got a really bad late jump on that. He still almost recovered and got it, but
well, Creek with their first hit. So both teams with 3 walks and a hit in the first inning, and it's 3-3. Now batting is Mason Lester, the center fielder. Will be a junior. He also does some pitching. Swing and a miss. Amos will also come in to pitch a little today, I was told by Coach Feast. One strike pitch. Ooh, nice curve.
Yeah, he could be really effective if he gets ahead of these batters. And that's a pretty good breaking ball.
0-2 pitch. Look out on the other side of the batter. 1-2. You ever tell your batters on off speed like that, just let it hit you?
Just let it hit you. Yep.
1-2 pitch. It hit him? I guess it did hit him.
Yep.
Oh, man. Must have just nicked the jersey. So we got a hit by pitch to Mason Lester. And now batting in the 8 hole is sophomore Elijah Bright, the second baseman. So the longest of the first innings. Stretched by Balgo. Outside. Almost hope sometimes in games like this, it's hard to do it, but I'd like to see the umpire widen if it's close, just a little. 2-0. Balgo now struggling. 3 walks and a hit batter in the inning. And behind here on Bright, 2-0. Right down the pipe, 2-1. I'm watching there, Timmy. I see a couple players, they haven't moved. They stretch the pitch, and they're still out there in the same spot. 2-1 pitch way in the dirt and low, and they're going to move up again on a wild pitch. Hold on to that too long.
It's hard to stay engaged when you have a long inning like this, but you know this is exactly what you're here for. You know, to see
To learn,
what you
right?
need to work on.
Second, third. Comes the pitch, and it's lined into right. I think it's trouble, and it's fair ball. 2 more runs are going to score on a 2-run single by Elijah Bright.
Job, tic-tac.
So I'm guessing the under and over is going over in this game, Timmy, okay? 5-3, and we're still in the first inning. Bright's on first with 2 outs. Now to Evan McGrew, the right fielder, going to be a sophomore. Big lead by Bright. Foul ball. Man, he had a nice lead there. I thought he was going to take off. Two outs, 5-3 Creeksters, bottom of 1. Big lead. Way high, 1-1. It's funny in the beginning of games how sometimes pitchers have trouble and then they settle down for the rest of the game. 1-1 pitch, and he's called strike 2 right at the knees.
Yeah, I was always a guy that, you know, I was one of those people that based my performance off that first inning, unfortunately. It's just something to get you rolling.
1-2, good time to take a shot. Not going. Strike 3, just nicked that inside corner. So the Creek gets 5 runs, I believe, on 2 hits, a bunch of walks in there, and after 1 inning, Indian Creek 5 and St. Clairsville 3.
The National Colloid Company has provided specialty chemical blending with exceptional technical service and application support for over 75 years. National Colloid provides chemicals to hundreds of customers and offers services including custom blending, packaging, and labeling. The National Colloid Company is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations: Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group, with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now. OhioMotorGroup.com. Find your next ride.
Okay, we're back here after 5-3 Indian Creek as Timmy's trying to get the lineup here. We have a pitching change. Now pitching is Mason Lester for Indian Creek, and trying to find out where Aiden Howard, I guess he's out in center field, so maybe that's the only switch, Timmy.
Yeah. Looks like everybody's in the same spot, and Howard's in center.
Okay. Even though Creek got 5 runs, they had 3 strikeouts last inning. Now up this inning is Holden, Holler, and Beard, 7, 8, 9.
It's like another junior pitcher here. You say that was Mason Lester?
Mason Lester, yep. No number, but a red shirt, that's how we know. Wind up in the pitch, just down. Now in games like this, wouldn't you have your hitters have green lights? Be selective, but have green lights on 3-0s,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
let them swing the bat.
Yeah.
2-0.
You're trying to get as much as you can out of these games, and one thing unfortunately, if you have to walk, you have to walk, but get up there and swing the bat.
2-0 in the dirt. 3-0. So again, Tommy Sleva down at third, and we have a player coaching first base. And it's a strike, and probably that player is, let's see, Holden. So you know what? This is Holler up, I believe. So Holler is up this inning. Holden made the last out last inning. Strike 2. So that's what he's doing. The last out of the inning is going to go to coach first base. And nice comeback, by Lester for a strikeout.
Pitch.
So it's Holler, Beard, and Malott. Again, we're here down in John Moose Stadium, and no scoreboard, no announcer, no fans, hardly, and Joe Benoski not putting the count up there for us at times to help us out. And so hopefully we don't miss too many counts along the way. Josh Beard's a sophomore left fielder, and ball 1. There's a ground ball to third. A little bobble, throw to first. Nice play by James Brothers over there to Silas Hyde, 5-3.
Freshman looked like a pretty strong throw over to first base. Made a nice play on that.
Got to be tricky. This grass is pretty high coming off the grass. So Ryan Mallett, who walked, stole 2 bases, and scored a run in the first inning, is up. 2 out, nobody on, top of 2, 5-3 Indian Creek. Pitch just inside, ball 1. We're in the second. Both teams have batted around the lineup. Stretching a pitch, swing and a miss.
Pitch.
Nice movement on that ball.
Give a shout out real quick, Coach, to Mike Muslin listening to us over in Weirton.
And our staff, right? Ray Suckotch getting better every day with that leg, which I'm happy to hear. Jason Jenkins, and in the dirt here, 2-1. Paul Zorney, Steve Daly. Hopefully we'll have numerous games in the summer, including maybe the Beast of the East, Legion games, high school games like today, and some softball games. Curveball that hung, 3-1. We will be having softball for sure next Friday. Rumble on the River at Wellsburg, West Virginia. Be having 3 games starting 11 o'clock in the morning. Comes to pitch and nicks the corner on movement. 3-2. First game of the day would be the Ohio Valley Elite, coached by Joe Birmingham, versus the River Dogs, coached by Josh Lucas. The full count pitch is fouled out of play. Yeah, I'm looking at Creek too. Every once in a while, 1 or 2 of their players are killing grass in the same spot too out there, okay? Gets a little boring when there's a lot of pitches thrown. Full count pitch, another foul out of play. A lot of room, but never going to get to that one. You're right, this is a lot of room over from first base to the dugout and third base to the dugout. He's stretching, huh? Nobody on, so he's working from the stretch. Ground ball to third again, and Brothers fields it, and a little high, but a nice play by Hyde at first. So 5-3 on Ryan Mallett. So 3 up, 3 down, a whole different inning for St. Clairsville. Creek 1-2-3, and after 1.5, 5-3 Indian Creek.
Ohio Valley Sports Online is your sports authority. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Live streaming high school and NCAA sports, plus weekly football coaches shows right here on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are part of a family. Softite is special because they give members an opportunity to own the financial institution where they do their saving and borrowing. At Softite, they often charge less for loans and pay more for savings than other types of financial institutions. Softite is convenient. They're also a not-for-profit institution. All income, after meeting expenses and reserve needs, is distributed to you, the members, in the form of dividends on savings, competitive loan rates, and improved services. Softites give members a chance to participate in decision-making, something that no other financial institution offers. At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are family.
The Steubenville Bakery has the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley. They're open Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's been a tradition since 1937. They are located at 525 South Street. That's Steubenville Bakery, the best Italian bread and hard rolls in the Ohio Valley.
We're back at Mingo Junction. Coach, it looks like they went through the lineup and they're starting Howard. Howard's going to lead off again.
Howard, Gump, and Hyde. I don't see any changes. Let's hope it stays that way for a while. Balgo pitching, Shunk catching, Holden at first, Mallett second, Ivy at short, Keenan at third. We've got Josh Beard in left, Turley in center, and Holder in right. And the pitch is skied in the air. Second base calls for it, and that's Ryan Mallett. So 1 pitch, 1 out. F4 to Lee Gump, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. So second inning going much better for both teams than the first. Isn't it funny how games settle?
Yep. You were just talking about that, how pitchers settle in.
We might have jinxed them, Tim.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Ball 1. Here comes the windup. Strike. I think Bino is saying if it's close, or I'm calling it now, which I agree. I do like about Balgo, he works quick. He doesn't waste a lot of time. 1-1 pitch on the way. Nice curveball, going to be to the second baseman and out at first. Like the hustle by Gump down to first base, busted his butt on a routine ground ball to second. Love seeing that. Now batting is Silas Hyde, the sophomore, also a strikeout victim. He's playing first base. Lefty thrower, lefty hitter. 2 lefties for the Creeksters today. Hyde and Howard. Outside. Ball 1 as Shunk tried to bring it in. Wind up in the pitch, a little bit upstairs, 2-0. again, all the players can go home and watch this game on Ohio Valley Sports Online tonight. Way upstairs, 3-0. And 3-0 pitch is going to be ball 4 down in dirt. So Hyde with a 2-out walk. Trey Feast coming up. He walked his first time up, the catcher. So Timmy, I don't see the outfield moving much. Did you move your outfield much on batters like I used to do in softball quite a bit?
Yeah, so, anytime that you would go through the lineup and kind of see what people are doing,
He's going 1 strike down to second, going to be close, and Bino's going to ring him out of there. I don't know if he was out or safe from here, but it's going to be 2-6 on the caught stealing. So basically 3 up and nobody left, 3 down after 2, 5-3 Creek.
Okay, so where do you go for fish during Lent? Why, Steve's Fish and Chips, of course. Great fish sandwiches and excellent fish junks. Oh, and shrimp, too. Plus an assortment of sides. It's great during Lent, but Steve's Fish and Chips is an excellent choice anytime. They have burgers, chicken wings, and salads, too. You've got to try the fried pickles. Steve's Fish and Chips. Call today and order 740-282-3261. 740-282-3261.
There's nothing like the sound of a ball solidly hit off a wooden bat. At the Swearingen Bat Company, all bats are handcrafted for you. Their focus is on a player's specific needs. The perfect balance with a perfect handle should be a smooth extension to the batter. Visit the Swearingen Bat Company online at SwearingenBaseball.com or look them up on Facebook. Get that perfect quality wooden bat handcrafted locally just for you. There are plenty of models for all levels of play, and they also make great gifts for your special player. You can even choose your own design right down to the specific color. Make sure you visit the Swearingen Bat Company today. Premium quality custom wooden bats, locally made. The Swearingen Bat Company is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
We're back at Mingo Junction. We're in the top of the 3rd inning, and Noah Turley's going to be leading it off, followed by Mickey Balgo, and batting 3rd will be Ryan Ivy.
Okay, so Turley walked his first time up. Balgo got hit by the pitch, and Ivy did pop up to the first baseman. Same defense for the Creek, so we still have this inning Mason Lester pitching inning number 2. He had a 1-2-3 inning last inning after St. Clairsville got 3 runs in the top of the first. Defensively for Creek, brothers Amos, Bright, and Hyde in the infield. Gump, Howard now in center again, and McGrew in the outfield. Feast catching for Lester. The stretch by Mason, and ball 1 over his head. So Mason doesn't throw from the windup at all. Some kids may just feel more comfortable, I guess, that way.
I actually teach younger kids to throw from the stretch. Just a lot of moving parts. It just simplifies it a little bit.
I agree. 2-0. Swing it and a foul back. 2-1. Top of 3. 5-3 Indian Creek. Noah Turley batting. Pitch, swing and a miss. Pulled off of that one. Way out in front. Left fielder pretty deep out there. Center and right kind of shallow. In the dirt again.
Yeah, Coach, getting back to kind of what you said, I would always ask my scorekeeper, where did this guy go last at bat and whatnot, and then make an adjustment from there. But it also depends on who you're pitching as well.
The ground ball to third, that's trouble. Base hit down the line, that's going to be a single. As Gump picks it up quick, gets it back in to Amos. So a leadoff hit for Turley to start the third.
Well, you're not joking about the height of this grass. That just absolutely killed
it
that
down,
ball.
yeah.
Yes. And it's amazing. It's actually green everywhere else you look. You got brown grass everywhere. It's pretty green grass.
They probably have it watered down, you know, in the evenings. Sprinkling system underneath, probably. One on, nobody out, the ball go. Stretch, pitch, and a fly ball to left field. And Gump is underneath this one and makes the catch. Runner stays at first base. Not sure he played that right over there. He was standing on first base when he caught the ball, Timmy, unless he thought he was going to tag. Maybe he was thinking of tagging, but he never got off even after the catch. Yeah. So I'm surprised on that one. But nice contact by Balgo.
And Coach Slav over there saying exactly what you just pointed out.
Ryan Ivy popped up to the first baseman. Here's a pop-up here, right to the shortstop. Amos underneath, and makes the catch. 2 outs.
And that also goes back on, you know, how important your base coaches are. And you got a player down there at first base. You know, maybe he wasn't kind of telling him where to go or whatnot. But it's always important to have good base coaches out there.
Caleb Keenan had a sacrifice fly last inning to right field. 2 outs, runner at first, and the pitch is a beautiful curveball. Strike one.
Both these pitchers have very good off-speed pitches.
Sure do. Stretch. Here he goes. I figured he's going to go. He's going to get there because we got a hesitation. I think Feast couldn't get the ball out of his glove. So stolen base. I thought it was a good time to run, take a shot.
Yeah, he double clutched coming out, it looked like. Didn't have a good grip.
So Turley with good speed, likely to score on a base hit through the infield. Stretching the pitch just inside. It's Tommy Sleva down at third base, giving some encouragement to Caleb Keenan, who will be a senior this year at St. Clairsville. Here comes the pitch, outside. Stretch, and outside again, and it's going to be a walk. That's the first walk for Lester, who's been around the plate. Again, you don't want to just give up a base, but you don't want to worry about the runner at second base. 2 outs, go after the hitter. And second baseman's right there on the bag, trying to hold him on a little bit. And just inside on the curveball, 1-0, excuse me. Now batting is Levi Shunk, the catcher. He had a 2-run double his first time up. Two 2-0. Stretch. Just missed. Looked pretty close. 3-0. Now here's where I got to give a green light tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's taking all away. 3-1. Stretching the pitch right up the middle, knocked down, going to be close at first, bare hand, and throws it away. And 1 run's going to score. We're going to have runners at second and third. So we're going to give a hit on that, an error, or just an error?
That's an error on the pitcher.
Or no, I mean shortstop.
Oh, the shortstop, yeah.
Okay, all right. So No RBI. That'll put Shunk at second. Turley scores, making it 5-4. Keenan goes to third. And the sophomore first baseman, Devin Holden, now batting. So after 2 outs, St. Clairsville has struck for a run here in the top of third. Pitch is way outside, ball 1.
Yeah, it's just that was a tough situation there. Ball not hit very hard back up the middle, just tipped off the pitcher's glove and got stuck in that forest of grass out there. Tough play.
The heavy grass hurt him. That's what I saw with Holden the last time, pulling off. Try to pick off at third, and it gets away, and a run's going to score, maybe. Safe at third, because it was a timing play if he would have got him at third base. And on the throw behind, E2, I guess, I didn't see if it was on the catcher or the third baseman, but I'm thinking it was a low throw, so error on the catcher, moves Shunk to third, scores Keenan, ties the ball game up. Pitch, swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss on the outside corner. So St. Clairsville gets two runs on only 1 hit, and we had an error by Indian Creek, and after 2.5, it's now 5-5. And we'll be back. Oh, I think Dan wanted me to stay here, right? I'm sorry, Dan, you're right. We're looking for sponsorship for our tournament next week. We'll be doing probably at least 6 games and up to 8 games on the weekend, and we're looking for inning sponsors for a small fee. If you give Dan Vogel a call at 740-632-4506, you can be a sponsor every game for an inning that we do next week, and we'll give you a lot of plugs with your telephone number, address, and what your service is, what food you serve, if it's a restaurant, etc. So we're looking for some inning sponsors next week at Rumble on the River. And Dan Vogel would be who to give a call to at 740-632-4506. We know we'll have 3 games Friday, time starting at 11 o'clock at Wellsburg. We're not sure of the Saturday schedule, but we know we'll be at Bellevue Park and probably be doing 3 games, and we may then try to sneak in some games on Sunday to get the championships. And we'll predominantly be doing 14 and under and possibly 16 and under. So Tommy Sleeve, it looks like he's doing it all, huh? Coaching third, making the lineup, catching the pitcher. And we still have Balgo pitching. And had Shunk at third to end the inning, so that's why the delay.
Yeah, the duties for a head coach never cease to amaze me.
Yeah, well, Tommy said, I've been coaching this for 5 years, and I've never had to make a lineup up yet. So it's really low key of these league games, which is good. There's no pressure on the kids. I think in the high school season, there's always a bunch of pressure. And just let them go and play and have some fun. Good for the parents. Everybody's playing, nobody's sitting. Of course, it's nice when 9 show up as long as nobody gets hurt, right?
So leading off this inning is going to be Trey Feast, followed by James Brothers and Stan Amos. Or is that Stan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Stan.
Feast walked and scored back in the first inning. So Creek with 5 in the first, and St. Clairsville 3 in the first and 2 in the third. Ball go with a windup in the pitch, and it's popped straight back and out of play. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Curveball popped up. There's room for the pitcher, and Balgo comes up with a catch, F1. Swing and a miss. Now up is James Brothers. He walked and scored also in the first inning. Curveball, nice curveball, a little low. 1-1. Comes the pitch, swing and a miss. At Holden at first, Mallet at second, Ivy at short, and Keenan down at third still for St. Clairsville Red Devils. Beard, Turley, and Holler in left to right. Just missed.
And Baga's really settled in since that first inning. Getting ahead of hitters. I say that and jinxed ourselves again.
That was a ball upstairs.
Pardon me?
Wind up in the pitch.
Oh, I know.
And ball four. Full count pitch misses, so round the plate, but just missing.
Trey was pitching. Where the hell was
So
it?
now Stan Amos is coming to bat. He had the double, two-run double in the first inning, giving Creek a tie ball game at the time. So ball go with a stretch and a pitch. And it's a nice shot to center, but right at the center fielder. And that's Turley out there making the catch for out number 2. Good contact again by Amos.
You hit that right on the screws.
Mason Lester up, got hit by the pitch, scored a run in the first inning. He's now pitching for the Creek, came in the second inning, he's done a pretty nice job. Comes the pitch, it's in the dirt, beautiful block by Feast. A lot of catchers have a problem, Timmy, they try to catch it instead of block it. Brothers with the lead at first. Look out. Way behind the hitter. 2-0. That would have been a good pitch to run on. Pitch and fouled out of play.
It's going to get out. Yeah, it's tough. It's it's hard to find kids that really want to catch nowadays. You know, everybody wants to be that center fielder or shortstop, and it's not very extravagant to be behind the plate and get dirty.
Comes a 2-1 pitch, and I guess a pitcher just missed the ball there. Came off his glove, so 3-1. I think he's saying it hit his hand.
Why don't you have my
Lester.
chair? It's more comfortable.
What?
So 3-1 pitch is fouled straight back. So now we're going to see Brothers on the move with a full count and 2 outs on the pitch. Haven't seen any throwovers to first today, have we?
No.
Might be a good time to just have one to keep him honest over there. He didn't go.
He didn't go.
Ball 4. So even the base coach can miss that one too, even if it's not a kid. Huh? Okay. It's all right. We'll give him a pass. He's keeping score down there too. He probably doesn't know the count. There's no scoreboard.
Yep. Everybody's multitasking today.
Elijah Bright up. Got a single in the first inning. Pitch is in the dirt. One ball. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of third. 5-5 here at John Moose Stadium at Indian Creek High School. Baseball field. Pitch just inside again. 2-0.
You know, I thought that I remembered Eliza here. It's tic-tac is what they call him. Tic-tac.
2-0 pitch. Must be a pretty good player if he's only going to be a freshman playing with these upperclassmen. Fouled out of play, 2-1. So Creek looking to take the lead on a single. stretch. 2-1 pitch. Strike. Right on the outside corner. 2-2. So again, they should be running on any swing here. Should be no hesitation. 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're forced. You got to go. Just don't let the ball hit you on the ground. 2-2 pitch is in the wheelhouse, but popped up right to the first baseman. And that's a catch by Silas Hyde. So the Creek, no runs on no hits, a couple runners left, and after 3, it's 5-5.
We here at Village Sleep Center know that everyone deserves a good night's sleep. That's why we are committed to offering you the very best quality mattresses and bed sets at the most affordable prices. We offer the Valley's largest selection of Serta, especially the iComfort and iComfort Hybrid.
Village Sleep Center is conveniently located at 2528 Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, or call them at 740-264-5151. Village Sleep Center is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Are we on, Dan?
We're back here. We're trying to get the Creek lineup. 3 other players don't have numbers. Looks like Lester is still pitching. And over to third base is now Lee Gump. Center field, we still have Howard.
Silas is still at first. Hyde's still at first.
Silas Hyde at first. Go ahead.
Bright's
McGrew.
still at second.
Okay, McGrew still in right. And we have a new catcher. Is that
That's
Brothers?
Brothers.
Okay,
Yes.
Brothers is catching. So it's Brothers. So where did Feast go? Left field, I'm guessing? Looks like it.
He's in left.
Okay. Trey Feast in left field. So we think this is the lineup. Trey Feast in left, Aiden Howard in center, Evan McGrew in right. Gump now, Lee Gump down at third, Stan Amos at short, Elijah Bright at second, Silas Hyde at first, Mason Lester still on the mound pitching this inning to James Brothers.
I was wondering when they were going to put James Brothers behind the plate. He's coming through. He's been a catcher.
Pretty nice sized boy there for only going to be a freshman. What grade's your son going into, Timmy?
He will be in 8th grade next year.
Giovanni Holler batting now, the right fielder. Lester's wind-up and pitch is a swing and a miss. Again, pretty low-key game, very few fans, 1 umpire, no numbers on players. 1 strike pitch is 0-2, but it's all about the kids getting to play.
Speaking of kids, if I don't give my daughter Bianca a shout out, I'll get yelled at when I get home. So I'll give her one, and my son Luciano as well.
And Giovanni just struck out. Now batting is Josh Beard. Josh Beard. Shout out to John Gianamore, who's working diligently. Hopefully we can get him back, just helping out a little bit with his fireworks place open on Bantam Ridge Road. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Josh kind of stepped out on that one. Curveball away. Like you said, a lot of nice off-speed pitches by these pitchers. Not overpowering fastballs, but good off-speed curveballs. One strike pitch is popped up to the third baseman, and the shortstop takes charge, Stan Amos, and that's the way you need to do it.
You know, Coach, did you used to teach the glove side? If the ball's on your glove side, like a fly ball like that, did you always want the glove side person calling the catch?
I did not. I always wanted the deepest person from the pitcher's mound to call it. So
yeah.
I wanted shortstop over third baseman every time. But that's a good point. Some people may have your philosophy. Pitch is way upstairs. 1 ball, 2 up, 2 down quickly for St. Clairsville in the 4th inning. Ryan Mallett up, walked and grounded out to third base. Here's the windup. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. Seems like these pitchers get an out, get ahead, and then seem to always get a walk and a couple runners on somehow after the first inning. And here comes the pitch in the dirt again.
You're seeing a lot more of that where they lift their leg and they kind of try to throw the timing of the hitter off by pausing a little bit when they lift that leg.
Do you think he's doing that on purpose or just his natural motion?
I believe that a lot of kids are now. There's, they see it on with the MLB and they see a lot of other people doing it. And
this must be really low key. First time I've ever seen Dan Vogel standing in a ball game. He's always in his chair working the iPad. There's a wind-up, pop-up. Dan's going into left field. Could be trouble. Shortstop over, and the ball drops. Collision there between the shortstop and the left fielder, and it was trouble for an error there, I'd say, right?
Yeah.
So runners at first and second now with Turley on that pop-up. 2 outs to Mickey Balgo, who's hit by a pitch and flied out to left field. Shortstop Amos did a good job getting there. Wasn't sure he was going to get there. The center fielder and him kind of had trouble, a little bit of contact, and the ball fell. So here's that 2-out Lightning again, Timmy.
You're right. I mean, they come out, they get 2 quick outs, and then they struggle to get the third.
Uh-oh. Foul, hopefully, there, huh?
Wow.
If you're Indian Creek. That looked like trouble. 0-1. Down the left field line for those listening. Ball go way out in front of that. Beautiful press box here. We can see the whole field for maybe the first time all year. Always seem to be screened to something when we're doing a game. 1-strike pitch is swing and a miss. 0-2. So again, nothing to think about if you're the runners. 2 outs, 2 strikes. That ball, the bat swung. You got to go. Sometimes I see him hesitate. Where's it hit? What's it doing? 2-strike pitch in the dirt, so they don't have to worry about it. They're now going to move up on a wild pitch to second and third.
Yeah, I'm sure your years of coaching as well. It's just that reminder of 2 outs, moving on contact. And it just seems like you're always doing that as a base coach.
Yeah, never anticipate that they know what's going on. 1-2 pitch is a fly ball to left. That's deep out there, but measured by Trey Feast, the catcher. Nice play by Feast out there. So in the inning, 2 on with no hits, and after 3.5, 5-5. Commercial, so we're going to keep it here. Again, if any of you out there from Follinsby to Weirton to Steubenville to Martins Ferry are interested in sponsoring an inning at a cheap price for our softball tournament extravaganza next weekend, we'll be doing 3 games Friday, 3 games probably Saturday, and we're not sure of the Sunday schedule because that's bracket play. Get a hold of Dan Vogel at 740-632-4506. That's 740-632-4506, and we'll be mentioning your name every game and give some specs on your business situation. Now, do we have a new pitcher? We
Yes,
surely
we do.
do.
It's Noah Turley,
Okay.
Jr.
So see if you can figure out where Balgo went and where He's at third now.
Balgo went to third. Yep.
Balgo at third. So where did Keenan go to? Okay. No,
Hey,
it's Turley.
18.
So a new pitcher. And number 4 is now catching. Is that Shunk? It is.
Yes, ball goes at second, and
Ball goes at second
and
or
Ryan.
third. Is ball go at third or second?
No, he's at second.
Okay. Then I get
19. Ivy's at short.
wow. I got a bunch of changes. Huh? And where did
19. I believe
Keenan
he's
go
at
to?
third.
Third now.
Yes.
Okay. Well then, who's in center? Caleb Keenan at
Yeah,
third.
he's at third.
And we can't see a number out
Can't
there.
see a number.
So hopefully we get that to you guys. So we have Mallet still at first. You said Ball goes at second. Ivy's at short. Right?
Mhm.
And Keenan now you think is at
Yes,
third,
he's
right?
at third. Yep.
Okay, Turley pitching to Shunk. And it looked like a bunt. All right. I like the short game on this real high grass infield. Showed it kind of early, though. That's Evan McGrew batting ninth. He's a sophomore right fielder. One strike pitch, and
look at that.
Isn't that base hit the right? It's going to be close. Nope, they're not going to make a throw. How many times do you see that? Miss a bunt and get a hit.
It's unbelievable.
So leadoff batter here against the pitcher, Turley. Let's see if Howard, who has good speed with a runner at first, would try to lay one down maybe for a hit and also to move the runner. Stretch back to first. There's our first try to pick off at first. Nice move. He's safe. McGrew with his lead. Turley with a stretch, and it's popped up straightaway center field. And easy out for, we're not sure who that is, number 6.
Number 6.
And that's St. Clairsville. Ryan Mallett went to center. So Mallett now in center field. So 1 on, 1 out. 2.
Throw over
Lee
to
Gump.
first base.
Yep. So he's trying to hold him close over there. Lee Gump has struck out and grounded out to second base. Stretch, pitch, and it's a ball to center field again.
Hit.
That's a tough play, but he got a good jump, and he made a wonderful catch out in center field. Well, they put Mallett out there the right time, huh?
Yes, they did.
That might have been the best hit of the game, too,
You know,
one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, they got the outfielders kind of in because of the grass. Everything's kind of dying if it's on the ground. Yeah, I mean, he flipped his hips and made a nice play right there.
Silas Hyde up for a third time. Strikeout and a walk. 2 outs. Runner at first, McGrew on a base hit to lead off the inning. Ball 1. Beautiful night. It's been a beautiful week for baseball and softball. No humidity, 70 degrees. Sun's not beating down on you. Just wonderful weather for ball. Way outside. 2-0. Silas Hyde will be a sophomore. He's a left-hander, plays first base also. Pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. So Turley throwing strikes so far this inning. Hopefully they don't jinx him. 2-1. Stretch in the pitch. There goes McGrew. And the throw to second is, did he tag him? That's going to be a tough call. Bino says out. When in doubt, call the out, right? Okay, no runs for the Creeksters. And after 4, 0-0.
The first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for DUI defense, probate, and estate planning. He also can provide real estate expertise plus general civil litigation. Call Attorney Adam Martello today at 740-317-0193. The Martello Law Office is located on Fernwood Road in Wintersville. Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for legal assistance. 740-317-0193.
We're back in Mingo Junction. We are in the top of the 5th, correct? And
Ryan Ivy leading off.
yeah, so I was just flipping over. Ryan Ivy's going to be leading off with Caleb Keenan batting second and Levi Shunk batting third.
So we think everybody's the same. We know Lester's still pitching and Brothers is still behind the plate. Hyde's over at first. I think that's Braid at second. Amos at short. Gump at third now. And Feast, Howard, and McGrew, the outfield. Wind up in the pitch. A little bit upstairs. Ball 1 to Ryan Ivy. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of pop-ups. 1 to first base and 1 to the shortstop. He'll be a junior next year at St. C. Wind up in the dirt. 2-0. I see a few fans out there in the left field. One little boy in right center. 3-0 now. Just missed in the dirt.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. We definitely got spoiled with the OVC All-Star games.
Yeah, a lot of people, and it's tough here because it's just so low key and no noise. And there's a walk to lead off this inning for Ryan Ivy. Trying to get the crowd noise, and then there really isn't any. Okay, Caleb Keenan been on sac fly RBI and a walk, so actually 0 for 0 today. Stretched by Lester, and a nice curveball that caught down by the knees. 1 strike. So top of 5, 5-5. Runner at first, no outs for St. Clairsville. Stretch, and the pitch is hit to center. But nice jump out there by Hayden Howard and 1 away. Pretty well hit. Just got under it a little bit. Nice drop step by Howard. Good read off the bat. Now batting, Levi Shunk had a double and reached on an air.
You know, I really like what Caleb was doing there. You don't see it very often. He was choked up on the bat.
Yeah, I like that too for bat control. Swing and a miss by Shunk. That one was a fastball right by him. Comes the stretch. Going. Fly ball. He's going to have to go back to first as Aiden Howard makes a beat and makes a play in center field. Nice play again by Howard. That ball kind of carried pretty well.
Now, these center fielders are getting a lot of work tonight.
Well hit ball. Now batting is Devin Holden, who's had a little trouble with that outside pitch tonight, kind of pulling off. Let's see if sometime during this at bat we get the runner going again. Ivy. Stretch, drove over, trying to keep him close. Nice pickoff move. Down where you want it, right near the ground. 2 outs. Stretch, going, and we got a pop up at a play, right? Okay.
Might have been a hit and run.
Well, Tommy's talking to him. I don't know if he's saying, hey, you needed to take that pitch, or if he's just giving him some hitting instructions. I think he's just talking to him about his hitting technique. I'm sure Tommy wants to get that runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Outfield fairly deep for Creek. Back over to first, who had him leaning, and Bino is going to give a safe call. He was leaning to go, and he was going, I think, on that pitch. He's not off with a very big lead either. 1 strike pitch to Holden, now on the way, and curveball outside.
That's a good pitch.
Yep, fouled it away. 0-2.
Tough pitch for a lefty to get to.
He's choking up a lot. Got to be going on any swing. Uh-oh, look at that shot, Timmy. That's over his head. He's not getting that one. I like that choke-up bat control. He got a hold of that, baby. That's going to take the lead for St. Clairsville with a 2-out double by Holden. So he struggled all day, and, boy, he got a hold of that, baby.
Good piece of hitting.
So an 0-2 pitch that probably needed to be off the plate a little bit more. And that'll be a ribby for Devin Holden to put St. Clairsville ahead as Ivy scores all the way from first base. Now batting is Giovanni Holler. So Mason Lester on the stretch. He's back at second on the pickoff, goes into center, but not far enough to advance Holden to third. Comes the pitch. He got jammed and fouled it away down the first base line. 1 strike to Giovanni.
It was a good pitch. He worked the inside corner, got right under his hands.
Stretch, look back to second. Pitch on the way. Hanging curveball, 1-1. That time he had a good slide step home. I don't think Holden's a threat to run. He can kick higher if he needs to. 1-2. That was a strike down at the knees. So again, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Runner should be going on a swing. And the curveball stays inside, 2-2. Now, when I say that, you don't want to be a tag out at third base, but if you swing, you're just about stealing from second base, even though you're not forced. 2-2 pitches popped out of play, I think. Does he have room? No. Got to give umpires credit too, you know. I mean, there's probably not a lot of fun doing it by yourself. You might make a few bucks extra, but not much. Comes the pitch and swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. But St. Clairsville gets a run on a 2-out single by Devin Holden, and after 4.5, 6-5, Red Devils.
Now is the time of year to clean your home, so call Apollo Pro Cleaning and Restoration today. It's a toll-free call, 866-276-1418. 866-276-1418. It's carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, oriental rugs, pet odors. It's all done by trained and certified staff, too. Get your home clean with Apollo Pro Cleaning and Restoration. Call now, 866-276-1418.
Blakemore Insurance Agency is exclusive to the senior market. We represent a variety of Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans, giving us the ability to offer some of the most competitive products from the top insurance companies in our country. Our loyalty lies with you, our customer, not the insurance company. Many of today's seniors are completely overwhelmed with turning 65 and going on to Medicare. Call Blakemore Insurance Agency today for more information. 304-723-0909. Blakemore Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
We're back. It looks like Silas Hyde's going to lead off this inning on the, what was it, I believe.
Caught stealing.
Caught
last
stealing,
game, yep.
yes. So he got himself a new at bat. He'll lead off, and Trey Feast will bat second, and James Brother will bat third.
Comes the windup in the pitch and a base hit maybe. Yep, going to get down into right field. Nice piece of hitting by Hyde to lead off the bottom of 5.
Well, tell you what, Coach, St. Clairsville pitchers, since that first inning, have kind of shut down Indian Creek. You know, they got all 5 runs in the first inning.
Yep, we still have Turley on the mound pitching to Shunk. Here comes the stretch, and the pitch is outside and high. 1 ball. Now batting is Trey Feast, who was the catcher. Last inning, I think he was in left field, I believe. Stretch and a throwback. He has a pretty good move to first base. I like the third baseman is there. I really like that, backing up the throw from the first baseman to the pitcher. Nice hustle that time by is it Devin Holden now? No, third, I'm not sure.
That's
not Holden. But it says 18 is down there, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's Caleb Keenan.
Keenan, okay. That pitch is a ball. Here comes the next one, another ball.
You know, I always like when kids yell, "Wear it," and in the dugout, and they're not out there batting, you know.
Yeah, it only hurts for a while, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Stretch pretty nice lead at first, not going, and that'll be ball 4. So, as always, we jinx the pitcher again. Okay. James Brothers now batting. Tommy Sleeve is going to go call timeout. So, again, we're looking next weekend, not tomorrow, but next Friday, the 23rd, we're going to be doing 3 softball games, 14 and under. And they have a variety of players from around the Ohio Valley, from Steubenville, Fallensby, Wellsburg, Weirton, Martins Ferry, Wheeling Park, Union local, Buckeye local. So if you're interested in sponsoring just for an inning at a small price, give Dan Vogel a call at 740-632-4506. Dan Vogel, 740-632-4506.
Didn't you say there's 64 teams in this tournament?
I think it's 63 that 63. I saw. Last year, I think they had 83. And, of course, you know, when you have a bunch of age groups, you're going to get a high number.
Yeah.
And their age groups are from, I believe, 8 and under all the way up to 18 and under. But it's still a nice amount of teams in corner on Brothers. You don't see much sacrifice in here to move runners up in these situations. Nice lead at second. Stretching the pitch and a swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the heater. At second base is Silas Hyde. Over at first base running is Trey Feast. 0-2 pitch. Right down Broadway, strike 3. Whew. Good morning, afternoon, and night there. No doubt about it when you hear Bino holler a strike. Stan Amos up now.
He's got a distinctive strike 3 call.
Stan's had a good night, doubled in 2 runs and flied out deep to center field. Stretching the pitch, just missed. 1 ball. Now batting at shortstop, Stan Amos for the 3rd time. Pitch is right on the corner, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Look out. Behind the batter. 2-1. Wear it, huh?
Yeah. There it is again. Wear it.
2-1 pitch. Grounder to third. Probably going to be a force out if they want. They're going for 2, and they're going to get it.
Got it. Nice
Five to 4 to 3. Man, nice turn over there by Keenan, was it? Keenan over to Balgo, over to Mallet, right? If I've got that right. Or no, Holden. I'm sorry. So it's Keenan to Mallet to Holden there. Want to give credit where credit is due. Hit the ball maybe too hard. 5 to 4 to 3. Double play. So the Creek threatens. No runs on a hit. Nobody left. And after 5, it's 6-5 St. Clairsville.
A pioneer of casual dining, Bennigan's is internationally known for its unique neighborhood vibe and exceptional chef-driven food. Come to Bennigan's on University Boulevard to stir up a great memory. Come for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. and get $1 off draft and bottled beer and $1 off signature cocktails. Grab some bar bites too, only $5 from 9 p.m. to close. Hey, are you a soccer fan? Check out the schedule of English Premier League soccer games. Bennigan's even has delivery service, and the number to call 740-792-8080. You got a friend at Bennigan's.
There's a good chance if you're from the Ohio Valley, you'll remember Brad Pavlik from his days as a crusader at Catholic Central High School. And his name will bring back some great memories. These days, Brad's a big supporter of all area local high school teams. Well, here's a reminder that Brad now manages Barrel Toyota and Barrel Ford. And he'll be glad to see you, whether you're looking for a car or just dropping by to say hello. A hometown favorite at 2 great hometown stores. Get a hometown deal from Brad Pavlik at Barrel Toyota in Cranberry Township and Barrel Ford in Zelienople.
We're back. Top of the 6th inning. 6-5 St. Clairsville. Coach, it looks like we got everybody in the same positions, and we're leading off with Josh. What is that, Josh Beard?
Beard, yes.
Yep, Josh Beard. And batting second will be Rowan Mallet, and then Noah Turley.
First pitch inside and low, 1-0. Still got Lester on the mound. Wind up pitch, ground ball to short. And over to first and throwaway. So we're going to have a runner at second with nobody out. So E6 puts Beard at second base with nobody out. And we're going to have a timeout here. No. Okay. I thought we were having a little meeting on the mound, but I guess not. So now up is Ryan Mallet, who's been on base twice with 2 walks and a ground out also to third base. Back to second, faking it, no throw. Creek likes to keep their second baseman there awfully long, hold that runner close. Stretching the pitch is in the dirt. Down low barely. Mallet, 1-0. So we got good speed at second and good speed on up at the plate and Mallet. Stretch, high leg kick, in the dirt. Now he's going to advance to third. So I'm going to guess Creek's still going to keep the infield back. They got 2 at bats, nobody out. Want to get away from a crooked inning here, Timmy, if you're Creek, I think.
Yeah, just work on an out in this situation.
Now, if it was the 7th, they may want to bring that infield in, huh? Outfield straight away, as they've been pretty much all game. Stretching the pitch, and it's a little nubber, and it could be fair. I think it's going to stay fair and be trouble. Got a chance at third, though. Oh, he faked it. Still got him in a pickle. So, man, it's going to go to the catcher, and Brothers now down to the shortstop for the out. So it's probably something like 1 to 2 to 5 to 2 to 6 or something. And anyhow, they caught Beard out at third base, down a little too far. That ball looked like it was going to go foul. So we're going to give a single to Mallet, and reaches second base on the throw that gets Beard on the throw down to third by coming off too far. Turley now batting.
That's a
He called a balk. I didn't see. I had my head down.
Yeah, well, bases is occupied at first base, and pitcher.
He moved to first.
He moved over to first. Yeah, he thought he was at first base instead of second.
All right. So we now still got a runner at third with one out, and a runner at third with no outs, and the ball's in the dirt. To Noah Turley.
Yeah, when I said to work on an out in that situation, it really
not
did
that
work.
way,
On
huh? Yeah. One ball pitch, infield still deep. 2-0. I want to thank these St. Clairsville and Indian Creek players for having such nice, easy names to pronounce tonight. Or maybe their parents, I should think. Huh?
Yeah.
2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0. Now again, I'm giving the green light, Tommy. I don't know. He took the last time here.
Yeah.
Taken all the way. I don't think you're going to get a better pitch than that to hit. 3-1. Pitch and popped up. Who's going to get it? Somebody better call. Second baseman, last minute. Okay. Yep. They all looked at each other. The Bermuda Triangle there, huh? F4. And that runner's still at third. Runner at third with nobody out. Runner at third with one out. Now there's a runner at third with two outs to Mickey Balgo, who's flied to left field twice, one time very deep and got hit by a pitch. Scored a run back in the first inning. Stretch by Lester, and a nice off-speed curveball on the outside corner, one strike. So what you want here is don't let a ball get by you if you're brothers. Make them earn the run.
Yeah.
Just missed inside, 1-1. Stretch and pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Runners they should be. Now we teach different in softball, Timmy. Coming down in foul, going back in fair. In softball, we come down in foul and go back wider in foul, and we'll explain why here in a minute. 2-1 pitch. Might have been a little in. I don't know. That looked pretty close. 3-1. You go back in fair, of course, to get in the row to the catcher throwing to the third baseman. 3-1 pitch. Popped up. So they're going to get out of this inning, I think. First baseman under it, and he's got it, and that's Hyde. So nice job of pitching by Lester after a leadoff error that put a runner at second and got the third with nobody out. St. Clairsville fails to score, and after 5.5, it's St. Clairsville 6, Indian Creek 5.
Do you want a plush green lawn? Who doesn't? Call Bradley Landscape and Sons today. They do lawn fertilizing, getting your year-round healthy grass. And they control weeds. No dandelions, crabgrass, clover, or other undesirable weeds. Bradley Landscape and Sons. Better results guaranteed. BradleyLandscapes.com, a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Springtime means cleanup time, so if you're planning a renovation on your house or need to get rid of some debris, call for a driveway-safe dumpster from Chappie's. Yep, Chappie's has 10 and 15-yard dumpsters available for same-day delivery, and Chappie's rates are all-inclusive. There's never any hidden fees. You can do a 7-day rental, or even better yet, a discounted 3-day rental. Clean up your shed, garage, basement, and get a dumpster from Chappie's today. Online, it's chappiesdumpsters.com or call 740-359-DUMP. That's 740-359-3867. Be happy. Call Chappie.
We're back at the bottom of the sixth inning. Leading off is going to be Mason Lester, and then Eliza Bright, and then Evan McGrew.
Same battery, Turley and Shunk for St. Clairsville. First pitch is right at the knees on the inside corner. 1 strike. One strike pitch. Curveball popped up. Third baseman. And he dropped it. Uh-oh, look out at 1. He rounded it thinking it was caught. And he did get back without a throw. So we had a error there on the third baseman. 1 on, nobody out. That's going to bring up Caleb Keenan. So tying run at first base. Let's see if there's anything sneaky here. Any sack bunts, bunt for hit, hit and run. What do we got going, Timmy?
Well, that's Eliza Bright batting. You got a pass ball. Okay. Runner's going to move up.
Wrong side here, right? Okay, so error there. And Bright now batting. Thank you. So runner at second, nobody out. And 2-0 on the batter. Said last inning, why in softball we go down in foul, come back wider in foul is because the third baseman is in front of the runner, and we want to get away from the tag, and you're not going to block the view. Most people still do it the baseball way, but got that from Arizona many years ago. Ground ball to second. Should move the runner to third with 1 out. 4-3. So
did his job.
Yep. So we like to in softball, or I like to, with a runner at third, we come down. We always go down in foul like you should, but go wider in foul so you're going to get away from the third baseman's tag, and you're not distracting anybody. Plus, if the shortstop's cutting behind, like on a fake bunt, you're further away from the shortstop. So McGrew up had a single the last time, trying to tie this up.
I like that concept. That's pretty cool.
Now, there could be some softball teams where the third baseman at time is behind the base, but not very often. And he went, but it's going to score a run probably. Throw to the home. Not. Ooh, hit him. He's pumped up. He got hit pretty well there, but he's pumped up. A wild pitch is going to score the run, and that's Lester coming in to tie this up at 6-6. There's your excitement, Timmy.
There
You've been waiting for excitement all game,
waiting for
right?
it. There it is.
He swung at that pitch, but it got away from the catcher. 0-2. Wow, is that close? Short strike zone there and just missed below the knees. 1-2. And in the dirt. Held on to that too long. Well, it's 6-6. We're in the bottom of 6. If this goes extra innings, we get overtime pay.
That's right.
Okay.
Right, Dan?
Okay. Comes the 2-2 pitch right back at us, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Evan McGrew, 1 for 2 with a single to right field last time up, batting in the 9-hole. He'll be a sophomore at Creek. Takes a hearty cut. 2-2 pitch on the way and swing and a miss. Pulled off of that one a little bit.
Yeah, you can always tell when you got a couple coaches up in the press box doing things. Neither one of us flinched on that. That's from all those years of being behind an L screen or, behind that screen, kids hitting.
Now batting is Aiden Howard, fly to the left. It's over the head, and it's going to be extra bases. Be a double for Aiden Howard with 2 outs. So Creek now looking to take the lead.
It looked like he was sitting fastball. He got his fastball and hit the barrel.
Now batting is Lee Gump. One ball. And there's a fly ball that's going to go foul. So Creek's just tied it up here in the 6th inning and looking to take the lead 6-6 in the 6th. It was 5-5 in the 5th, 6-6 in the 6th. Stretch, look back to second. Here comes the pitch. And bailed out, popped up. We play here, pitcher getting there. Nice play by Turley to end the inning. So F1, but the Creek does get a run on 2 hits, or no, 1 hit in an error, and a runner left on base. And after 6, we're knotted at 6-6.
Ohio Valley Sports Online and the Franciscan University want to thank one of our proud Barron sponsors, Dr. John Figgle, MD. Thank you, Dr. Figgle, for sponsoring this broadcast.
Do you have a fence that has seen better days? How about a new privacy fence? You probably could use a perimeter fence to keep Fido from wandering off. Call Edwards Fence Company now. They do all types of fence projects and have over 20 years of experience. Wood, chain link, vinyl, split rail, aluminum. Call today for a free estimate. Edwards Fence Company, 740-632-8403. Needless to say, you're going to need a new fence around your new swimming pool too. Call Edwards Fence Company today, a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Everhart Bow Funeral Home, they believe you should take care of your loved ones while you still can. Pre-planning at Everhart Bove ensures that your family won't have to worry about the stress of final arrangements during this most difficult time. More importantly, they won't have to worry about how they'll pay for it. Visit Everhart Bove Funeral Home today and discover all the affordable options available. Everhart Bove Funeral Home, Wintersville, Richmond, and Burgolds.
We're back in Mingo. We're at the top of the 7th inning. Leading off the 7th is going to be Ryan Ivy, and then Caleb Keenan and Levi Shunk.
Comes the windup by Lester and ball 1. So we thought we were going to see 3 pitchers, we were told, for Creek, but it's just been 2. It's been Howard and Lester the whole game, mostly Lester. 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0.
Yeah, we had a lot of action in the first 2 innings, and like I said, it's just kind of nickel and dime here. You know, a couple runs added on.
Pitch down the middle, popped up, pitcher calling, and he's got it. Lester on an F1, so 1 out to Caleb Keenan.
You know, Coach, I always, and I'm sure you're probably the same way, I never really wanted my pitcher catching any fly balls. Actually, I think it was 2013, we were in a sectional, 2 outs, runner on second, and we were, I'll go ahead and let you.
1 strike to Keenan.
It was a tie game. We were 2 outs, like I said, and our hitter hit a pop fly to the pitcher, and the pitcher fell off the back of the mound. Didn't make the catch, and we scored the run with 2 outs. That's kind of why I don't, you know.
What about coming forward, though?
Coming forward, I'm okay with, yeah. But anytime you're going back.
2 strike pitch, strike 3 on the corner. Creek is pumped up. I think the pitcher thinks there's, I don't know, I thought maybe it was 3 outs. He walked halfway into home, okay? Got to give him 1 more there, Mr. Lester.
Yeah, it's a little different in baseball. You know, you got a raised mound
right
compared to what you would have in softball.
Now batting is Levi Shunk. Wind up and pitch is strike 1. Nothing but strikes this inning, huh?
Yeah, he's fired up out there.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Little bit upstairs, 1-1 on the curve. Yeah, actually, there's been a few errors, but it's you know, been a neat game to be close with, you know, subs Base hit up the middle, looks like. And we're going to give him a single on that.
Grass slowed it down again.
Yes, it did. It should have been into center field. But, here comes Holden, who didn't do well his first 2 times up, but had probably the furthest hit ball of the game, and that right fielder is retreating.
Moving back, yep.
See, last time he choked up a whole lot more than he is right now with 2 strikes. Maybe it's a 2-strike choke up. I gotta keep him honest over there too at first base. Shunk, a threat to run. 2 outs. Want to get that scoring run at second base. I got to take a shot here somewhere. Stretch and pitch, and down the line, just foul. Off the end of the bat, down the left field line.
Yeah, pretty good idea by what they're trying to do here. Throw him outside. He turned on that last, his last at bat turned on one.
He's had a hard time on that outside pitch all day, and there's another one right on the outside corner. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Now I'm definitely stealing. Tommy's giving signals. He's going. I'm betting he's going. This is going to be a hit and run, or it's taking a steal, I think. Got to take a chance right now. There he goes. Just missed outside, no throw.
Good idea on the breaking ball in the outside corner.
The only problem, that right there, I think I would have thrown a pitch out to give my catcher a shot to get him out.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch, just missed again on the outside. They're going to stay that way, and that's a good idea. Now I might pinch a little in the outfield, just not to let a single beat me. Pitch is swing and a miss on the outside corner. So we get a hit up the middle by Shunk, and he's left at second base. And after 6.5, 6-6, and we'll be right back.
Looking for a place to stay? Then stay at the Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn & Suites, conveniently located in the beautiful Ohio Valley next to State Routes 22 and 7 at the gates of Franciscan University of Steubenville. Receive a warm welcome from friendly, attentive staff, providing all the amenities you deserve. Each guest room is done in beautiful modern decor, with amenities including a microwave and mini fridge, free high-speed wireless internet, and a flat-panel television. Stay in a suite for extra space with the same great amenities. Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn is a proud Barron sponsor.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
Welcome back to Mingo Junction. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Leading off is going to be Silas Hyde, and then Trey Feast, and James Brothers. Not quite sure, Coach, if they're going to go any further with this with no lights. Yeah,
it's getting kind of dark. If I'm Bino, I probably want to go home after this half inning too. If I'm the umpire, he's looking at the sky there, saying, "Hey, there's my excuse to get out of here," and I don't blame him. Well, if the Creek scores a run, it's elementary, right?
Yep.
So far, Silas Hyde has a single, a walk, and struck out. Also been thrown out stealing. Still the same battery. Turley and Shunk wind up. The pitch is it fair? It is fair. It's going to be extra bases, at least 2, maybe 3. That'll stop at second, I think. Okay, lead off double for the Creek. Oh man, Hyde's pumped up at second base.
Nice piece of hitting.
Now, what would you do here? Summer League game, would you move the runner? It's funny, in baseball, they don't do it all year, but the playoffs come and they sacrifice bunt, huh?
That's a true statement.
Here's the stretch. If you're St. Clair's, we've got to keep that runner at second with nobody out. Oh, Well, I just that now I do one and two. First of all, you bring everybody in, infield and outfield. Let's see if Tommy Sleva does it. That's a wild pitch, ball one to Feast. So they're all coming in, which you gotta. And now, do you load the bases with pitchers having at times a little bit of control problem, or just play it on out? I guess in these games, I'd say intentional walk is probably not kosher.
Yeah.
Whew. Outside 2-0.
If it was regular season, you got a 4-hitter up right now. I think you put him on, and then you go to your 5-hitter, you put him on.
I would too.
Yeah.
But here they're going to probably just pitch to him, pitch around him maybe, huh? 2-0 pitch. Just nicked the corner. So you don't have to be ultra aggressive if you're high at third. There's nobody out. Make it be through in the infield. Fly ball might get you a sac fly. 2-1 pitch, down and away. 3-1. Again, not a bad thing if you end up walking them. Stretching the pitch in the dirt is ball 4. So first and third. Tommy's going to go talk to them. And again, you really probably don't want to have a first and third play. You're going to probably give them the base, right?
The base here, yeah.
And you're not going to probably get that runner at third getting off. Coach Feast down there talking to Hyde down at third base, so making sure he doesn't get picked off, because if you throw to second, let the winning run score, that wouldn't be too bright. And I'm sure Coach Sleva is not going to be doing that.
Yeah, the only thing you really want to watch out for in this situation is a line drive to somebody and getting hung up. So I'm sure, Coach Feast is letting him know, freeze on the line.
There's one time, Timmy, we're playing in a tournament game in the bottom of the 7th with my best hitter up and runners at first and third and 1 out. I did not steal on purpose and take the base. He's going to put him on loaded. This is a summer league game. We're still playing to win. And the reason I didn't do that is I knew if I stole the base, they were going to walk that girl.
Yeah.
We let her hit, and she got the game-winning RBI.
Yep.
So they are walking brothers to load them up, and now Stan Amos could be the hero. Infield way in. Stretching the pitch is out of play. Fouled out of play.
It definitely gives you more options here.
Now, would you say the right and left field are too deep?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, the way this game's kind of been going.
I mean, if it's hit that far, the run's going to score
anyways.
So you might as well get in. 1 strike pitch. Ooh, just caught the inside corner. 0-2. Just think if you had any guts, you'd suicide squeeze on this grass.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Right up at first baseline.
0-2. I'm betting that's not happening here.
Nah.
Down on the corner, fouled out and out of play. Still 0-2. Don't want a wild pitch, but boy, you don't want to give in here. You want to make them hit your pitch. To me, that was too good a 0-2 pitch. Get it out of the zone if you're the St. Clairsville pitcher. Turley, a little bit at least. 0-2. Wow, was that close?
That was close.
Little high. Here's the other thing I don't see. You could end the game on this. I don't see the infielders backing this throw to the pitcher. Okay, that ball gets by on the throw back to the pitcher. The game's over. Nobody's backing.
Yep.
Comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. And fouled back out of play. Just a beautiful night. Nice up in here in the press box at Indian Creek. Bases juiced for the Creeksters. We're tied 6-6, bottom of 7. Way up and in. Oh, if that beans you, the game's over.
Game's over. Yeah.
St. Clairsville trying to wiggle out of a horrible jam here. Nobody out. Another pitch that almost beamed them. Let's see if Amos can put the ball in play and get that run
I don't
home.
want my grandson to get hit either on purpose.
Stretch by Turley. Comes the pitch and fouled off the catcher's mask. When I used to umpire, Tim, I'd always say to that catcher, better you than me, baby. Better you than me.
Okay.
Little stinger there right to the face mask.
Wait, how do you know it was him?
Huh?
How do you know it was him?
Yep, important pitch coming here.
Plus my grandson
Stretch.
plays
Swing and a miss.
Swinging. So
Looked
that
like it was out of the zone a little bit.
Brings up an interesting situation here now. You know, you can bring the corners in and the middle back to try to turn a double play here.
I'm not taking that chance. I'm going home. Too many bad things can happen trying to turn two.
Yep.
Lester, pretty good speed, too. And a strike to start. Can St. C wiggle out? It really is starting to get dark here. I got to believe this is it no matter what. So good situation for the Creek. Either you tie or you win, huh? Lester's been on base 3 straight times. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Here, put it in play. Easier said than done sometimes.
It is.
0-2 pitch. Don't want to be too fine. Out of the zone. Very nice pitch. I like that pitch. Don't want a wild pitch, but
Good job by the catcher getting out to that.
hoping he nibbles. Maybe this is setup pitch for something back inside. 1-2 pitch. Stretch on the way. Inside, fouled out of play. He was late on that. Good setup pitch 2 pitches ago. Again, Tommy Sleva calling pitches from the dugout.
Come back with the curveball right here, if he can locate it.
And he did.
Yep.
Outside 2-2.
Walk wins it too.
Everyone's a competitor, you know. The fans want my team to win, right?
Yep.
2-2. 1 out. Stretch, pause, pitch in the dirt, and it's going to be the ball game. Get away.
Yep.
Wild pitch. And Silas Hyde comes in to score the winning run. That's the loudest the fans have been the whole game, huh? So the Creek gets the winning run in the bottom of the 7th to win this game 7-6. I had the Creek for 5 hits along with St. Clairsville. Your final thoughts, Timmy?
Listen, like I said, it came out in first 2 innings and a lot of runs in the first innings. The pitchers kind of settled it down, and it comes down to a little bit of strategy. Great game.
Fun game for the kids to play, and fun because it was close also for us up here in the booth. So again, final score here for Dan Vogel and Tim Provenzano. This is Jim DiCarlo. Final score from John Moose Stadium in Mingo. Indian Creek 7, St. Clairsville 6. Good night, everyone.
This Ohio Valley Sports Online broadcast is brought to you by Guida Law Offices, AT&T on Sunset, Barrel Ford, Barrel Toyota, Tudor's Biscuit World, Total Sports Connection, Signs Limited, Capital Recovery System, Hood's Pharmacy, PR Landscaping, Hummel Construction, Berryman Chemicals, Ed Sports, Franciscan University of Steubenville, Best Western at Franciscan Square, Trinity Health Systems, Bennigan's, State